Shalom. First, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, HaKadosh. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone, from whom I learned this truth. Shalom to the 144,000 elect. I am Mayakala. And the name of this one will be Beware of Talebearers. And I just have a few verses that I wanted to bring out because you have people who like to go about, who like to gossip, who like to just try to get you involved and bait you into the idle conversation. And I just wanted to bring out a few verses to let you know to beware of these individuals and beware of what their intention is, because they like to build walls and cause strife. All right, I'm going to get right into it. This won't be a very long lesson. The first one I want to go to is 2 Thessalonians chapter 3 and verse 11. And this is Paul addressing the church. And it says, "For we hear that there are some which walk among you disorderly, working not at all, but are busybodies." All right, and I wanted to take a look at this word busybodies. So instead of being involved in the church and being helpful to their brothers, they were just being busybodies, moving about. So let's take a look at that word busybodies. And it is H4020, and I'll give you a pronunciation of it. Salakia, I don't know if I said H, but this is G4020. So this is in the Greek.
Strong's G 4020. Periergadzamai. Periergadzamai.
And it says to bustle about uselessly, to busy oneself about trifling, needless, useless matters. All right, and that's the type of individual that'll go about spreading gossip because they want to be involved in useless conversation, and they want to try to involve you in useless conversation. And in these end times, that's not what we should be focused on. That's not what we should be involving ourselves in, because the times are moving rapidly and times are changing. And there's a lot of things that we should be involved in, keeping our minds busy and being diligent and staying busy in the Lord's work. All right. Like I said, I just have a few of these that I wanted to bring out. I'm going to go over to Leviticus 19 and 16. It says, "Thou shalt not go up and down as a talebearer among thy people, neither shalt thou stand against the blood of thy neighbor. I am the Lord Yahweh." And I wanted to take a look at this word talebearer. All right. Missing the word here. All right, it is H7400, and I'll give you a pronunciation of the word.
Strong's H 7400. Rachil.
All right. under the biblical usage, it says slander, slanderer, talebearer, or an informer. So this is one who goes about spreading gossip, and it may not necessarily be the truth. Take a look at this word slanderer. Well, actually, let's take a look at the root of the word slander. You know what? I'm gonna go right to Google and get this definition. Slander says the action or crime of making a false spoken statement damaging to a person's reputation. Alright, so that's what a talebearer does. A talebearer tries to slander you, tries to bring about gossip that's not even necessarily the truth, just in an effort to do some damage to you, to hurt you, to be hurtful. Alright. And it says in the NLT, do not spread slanderous gossip among your people. It says, do not stand idly by when your neighbor's life is threatened. It says, I am the Lord Yahweh. All right, the next one that I want to go to is in the book of Proverbs, chapter 11. And this is verse 13. It says, a talebearer revealeth secrets, but he that is of a faithful spirit concealeth the matter. All right, so that's what a talebearer does. A talebearer likes to bring a gossip, and it could be someone that you thought that you can confide in, someone that you could reveal something that's very personal to you. And what a talebearer does they can't wait to go out and tell it. They can't wait, instead of keeping the matter to themselves and being helpful to you, offering some counseling that could be helpful to you. The talebearer just can't wait to get out and talk to you and talk to somebody else about it and gossip about it and talk about you behind your back, rather than being of help to you, rather than providing counsel to you. So you want to be aware of these individuals. You want to be aware of who you just tell your secrets to, or who you go to seek counseling from. You want to be circumspect and be certain that this is a person that you can have that confidence in, that you can confide in. And I'm going to stay in the book of Proverbs because I only have a couple more here that I wanted to bring out. And like I said, this will be a very short lesson. I'm going to Proverbs chapter 17, verse 19. It says, he loveth transgressions that loveth strife, and he that exalteth his gate seeketh destruction. All right, and I wanted to take a look at this word also, transgression. And it is H6588. And I'll give you a pronunciation.
Strong's H6588. Pesher. Pesher.
And under the biblical usage, it says transgression or rebellion. Rebellion is have that rebellious nature, is to going against the grain. All right, Strong's definition says a revolt, says rebellion, sin, or transgression or trespass. And I wanted to go and get a biblical definition of the word sin. And that'll be in 1 John chapter 3 verse 4. It says, whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law, for sin is the transgression of the law. So when you violate the law, and when you put violate law after law, that's what transgression is. You're putting sin upon sin, and that's a sinful nature to go about just being a talebearer, to slander someone, or to go around and just gossip and reveal information, reveal someone's secret. You violate you violate this person's confidence that they have in you, that they could come to you and seek counsel, or they could come to you for advice. All right. All right, and the very last one I want to go to is also in the book of Proverbs. And it's in chapter 26, verse 20. It says, where no word is, Shalakia, where no wood is, there the fire goeth out. And that's saying that if you're not being involving yourselves in this gossip, if you're not feeding into the individual who may come to you wanting to gossip about something, tell you someone else's information, or reveal someone else's secret to you, if you dismiss that, you take away the fuel from their whole conversation. You diffuse the whole situation. All right, you cut it off. If you're not going to listen to it, who are they going to come to reveal the gossip that they want, or reveal someone else's secrets to? And I'll start again at the top. It says, where no wood is, there the fire goeth out. So where there is no talebearer, the strife ceaseth. All right, so if you don't give this individual an audience, if you don't give them fuel to feed their fire, they'll go away from you, and they won't even approach you, because they know that you're not a no-nonsense type of person who doesn't deal with that, who has no dealings with gossip. It's about staying orderly and staying in the knowledge and wisdom of the scriptures, especially in these times that we're in, because of idle gossip and listening to someone else slander another individual is not going to do you any good. All right, it's just a waste of your time, and it's an effort. It's a way for you to diffuse the talebearer. It's a way for you to keep that type of individual away from you, because they know that you don't indulge in that type of behavior. All right, and I just wanted to bring these few verses out because it was on my mind. Having been approached, and most of the time, and I'm just going to be truthful about this. In my experience, most of the time, it's women who like to do this type of thing. They like to try to bait you into these type of conversations, and before you know it, you can find yourself entertaining it. You can find yourself in being involved in it. All right. So that's what I said. Like the title of this lesson is "Beware the Talebearer." All right. And I pray that this has been edifying to the listener. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakha HaKadosh. Shalom.